Hello, I'm Jeff.mcshan, and welcome to another edition of CSCD Radio. This is our second podcast, the first of the new year, and to start off 2019, I thought we would catch up with our director, Dr. Teresa May, and Assistant Director, Dr. Brian Lovins.
We're poised to really make a difference in people's lives.
You know, the best is yet to come.
Let's start with Dr. May. The legislative session is just underway in Austin, and she has literally been working around the clock visiting with legislators and their staffs as she tries to get more funding for CSCD. Dr. May wants to pay you more, hire more employees, and she says we need at least 3 more office buildings strategically placed in Harris County to benefit our clients. And of course, more treatment programs and beds are always needed. This seems to be an issue every 2 years, but now that Harris County as a whole is working hard to change lives and to not lock people up, more people are going to need help, and they deserve to get that help.
Success is the key, and that is really what we're after. You know, we really want long-term success for our clients, and we want a successful environment for our staff as a career. You know, we want people to enjoy this as a workplace and, you know, be a place for new ideas and career advancement for people.
What do the new judges think about us in general? You've had a couple of meetings with these judges. Both you and Dr. Lovins have talked to them, kind of told them what we're up to, but it seems like that we're already kind of agents of change, so to speak, that they would be very happy with what we're doing.
So far, you know, in meeting with them, obviously they have a lot on their plate. Some of the new judges have been defense lawyers or worked in the DA's office, and they've been around. They're familiar with us, and, you know, in discussions with them, they seem to be excited about some of the things we're doing. And around assessment, I think, you know, there was pretty positive feedback overall about the workflow and the work we do day to day in managing cases and working together. And, you know, I think that's a very good thing. You know, the one thing I gather right now for them is we're one area of their job they don't need to worry about. Mm-hmm. And, you know, those judges that, you know, really want to make a positive impact, we're here to partner with them.
So no big changes right now that you see on the...
No, I mean,
to the big shakeup in different people.
Not at all. I mean, it's really, you know, another group of people that really are excited to make some positive changes and to continue to do a progressive work in the criminal justice field. And for me, that's very exciting because our department's been on a progressive track for a long time.
Away from the courthouse, Dr. May and Dr. Lovins say that we can expect a lot of cosmetic changes to make our offices more efficient and inviting. Have you seen the new Capital One Bank commercial?
Minimums and fees.
Where they're turning many of their lobbies into coffee shops?
We designed Capital One cafes. You can get savings.
It doesn't look like a bank at all.
No, it really doesn't. And I think the whole idea is, for one, is to take advantage of new technology and smarter capability and improve the flow of how things work and the environment. You know, people respond to the environments in which they're in. One of the focuses will be really working with our staff to think through how we can improve our current office locations and make use of technology to really advance our mission.
I think you guys have done a wonderful job. We've got the right attitude now, and 2019, at least to me, seems like it's going to be a great year for probation. What are your thoughts?
Oh, absolutely. We're poised to really make a difference in people's lives. I think our staff are set. They have the right attitudes and values, beliefs, and getting them the mechanisms to be able to free themselves out of the day-to-day operations of paperwork and extra work around, you know, filling out this form or that form or going to this website or that website to get their job done. With the new case management system, all that becomes under one system and becomes incredibly more acceptable or more accessible to folks and really streamlines their job so that they can be freed up to do the work that they love to do.
Yeah, we've been talking about it so long now. We're just almost there, right? I mean, we're getting closer and closer.
Yeah, February 11th is the rollout date. And so we'll start working on some transition pieces. I know lots of committees. We have about 26 committees that are working on transition pieces, either be it around CSS specifically or areas that are connected to CSS. And they've been working incredibly hard since February last year. And so we're ready to go. And so really it's turning it on, getting people comfortable with it. We know there's going to be things that they're going to struggle with, and there's going to be things that CSS doesn't do right away, but that we're going to continue to work together to make sure that our jobs work well and that people can transition into this new kind of era and be able to do great work with folks and be able to track the work that they do.
I don't know, you must be terribly excited to see it finally get on board.
Oh yes, it's been a long time coming. I think when I started here almost 6 years ago, it was the first thing that we talked about was let's get a new system in place to kind of get it rolling and to do different things than what we do now. And so looking forward to the 11th. I know lots of staff are. There's obviously folks that are anxious about it. We have folks who really kind of are driven by paper, and so we're going to work with them on the transition and make sure that everyone feels comfortable with the system. And as we go live, we'll work around the bugs and figure it out.
Yeah, we got training coming up, so everybody's going to be involved in training. That's certainly a first step.
Yes, yeah. So training, I think, is the 14th and 15th of January. That still stays the same, and so please sign up. We're trying to get everyone in so that they get a first look and be able to make sure that the system captures what they do day to day, and then from there, the sky's the limit on what the system can do. One of the things that Dr. Mann and I were just talking this morning about is building a platform, right? And over the course of the last 6 years, we've incrementally added. And one of the things that that she shared with me right away when we started this process was that you have to build a strong foundation, and you have to have a core mission and a core understanding of what you're to do before you can do kind of the more fun stuff. And over the last 6 years, that's what we've done. We've developed a really strong core agency where we have folks doing a lot of really great stuff. And so now it's really adding on the pieces that make a difference even more and more.
I mean, I'm really excited about 2019. I know the next couple of months are going to be hell for you with the session and get to know these judges better, but I'm pretty pumped up. What about you?
I think we are in a great position at this point. I'm very excited about all of the things that are coming our way. There's been a lot of work, a lot behind the scenes and a lot on the ground with our staff over the past 6 years to get where we are now, and the best is yet to come.
These are exciting times here at CSCD. If you have a comment or an idea for one of our podcasts, by all means, contact me. My email address can be found on the logo you clicked on to hear us today. You've been listening to CSCD Radio, and until next time, I'm Jeff.mcshan. So long.